Good morning. Good morning. Today is November 22nd. Looking at the overall charts over here. We had a pretty sideways day in the overall market, but we'll talk about that later. First stock we're going to talk about is Walmart. Walmart has basically been pushing ever since its earnings date on the 11th. You can see Walmart basically went from 140 and it's sitting around like 152 right now on an uptrend. If it breaks this 153 zone, it has been some level of resistance before this previous drop. So we want to see if it breaks this 152 zone, and then it could possibly push up towards 157. 157 was a previous basically resistance and support level in the past. So want to watch out for that. If we do start to come down, we are basically above that EMA. If we start to break the EMA around 150, we can start basically pulling back down towards 146. So watch out for that on Walmart. Next stock we want to watch is going to be Meta. Meta is actually unchanged from yesterday, so definitely want to watch to see what's going to happen. Seems to be building some type of support over here. Maybe we get a cross up and we start basically uptrending, but watch out for Meta. If we start to uptrend, watch for the break of 112.51, and we can start basically pushing up towards 150, 117. So want to watch to see what happens over here, especially after a sell-off, starting to find some type of support. We're either going to pop up or we're going to fade. So watch out for that 112 to 117 and watch for the break of 108 down towards those 103 levels on Meta. Next stop we want to watch, and remember to leave a like below if you guys are enjoying the video. Don't be shy. If you guys want to message me on Instagram, you guys can message me on Instagram. Say, hey, Marcus, can you throw this stock into your watch list? I'm just one guy, right? With you guys, we could basically build a better network and find more stocks. So overall, you can see Tesla. Tesla had a pretty nice sell-off. I actually took a part of this yesterday. Tesla was looking weak to me yesterday. It was just pretty much selling off. It has been selling off, and it does have this basically descending wedge. You can see I have this trend line over here. Basically, been making lower lows and lower highs on Tesla. We basically haven't really broken above this wedge yet. So want to see what's going to overall continue to happen with Tesla. I was going into yesterday thinking, hey, we could possibly sell it off and make some good percentage gains on Tesla yesterday. But overall, looking at the charts today, she is still oversold. It was an oversold short play, which is considered high risk in my book. But with what's going on with Tesla, with him possibly selling shares, and basically him devoting more attention towards Twitter, definitely want to trade these kind of setups, these oversold short plays with a tight stop loss or trail stop loss, and that's what I used yesterday. But moving forward, looking at Tesla today, Tesla is oversold, may look to bounce. We hit a low of 165 today, as you guys can see, and we are getting some type of green candle. So if this is going to be a true reversal, she hasn't broken out the wedge yet. So we want to see if we break around like 174, then we can start basically pushing back up towards 184 for a possible uptrend. To the downside, want to watch to see if we start to break the 20-day EMA again around 169, and we could start basically pulling back down towards those 165 levels over here. 28 is crossed up, so this is one thing that has changed from yesterday. Yesterday we had the 20-day and the 180-day cross down, giving full confirmation of bearishness. Now today the 20-day is crossed up, which could be a signal for a possible bounce. So let's see what happens, see if we break those key levels, and make sure you guys practice patience, use a stop loss on Tesla. So next and last stock is the SPY. So looking at the SPY, SPY is trapped in between a range, and we do not like stocks that are trapped in between a range. That's why I've been kind of focusing more on Tesla than the SPY. Just because when we get the sideways action, especially as a day trader, you're not really getting the movement you need in order to make money. You can possibly catch a scalp. You can always make money on anything, right? You could catch a scalp if you, but I just don't like the move on like when the stock is basically going sideways. It's not good for contracts as well too. So, but other than that, SPY is going sideways. We have a resistance at 396, have a support at 393, and you can see we've been just basically going sideways over here. So we need to break out the either or. All we want is direction as a trader, right? Especially as a day trader, we want direction. So we want to see a break of 397, right? Needs to clear this hump over here. You can see we had a false breakout around like 398. So as soon as it breaks 397, you have a resistance over here at 398. And then we could possibly push up to like 400, which was a previous resistance before. Overall, 20-day is trying to cross up. If I zoom in, you can see it. It is crossed up over here. We're building some type of basically support on the EMA over here. So that's a good sign if you're bullish, but definitely want to make sure to watch to see if we break that resistance zone, right? If we do start to come down, want to watch for the break of 395, and then we can start basically pulling down towards 393, which was the next major support zone over here. And that's pretty much it for the SPY. Hopefully you guys all have a green trading day. There's no real economical news coming out today. Tomorrow, I believe Powell speaks, so some volume should kick in while he's speaking tomorrow. So make sure you guys are aware of that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Leave a like below.